All right, let's get right into it. What if I told you that you could create a simple digital product using AI and actually start selling it in just a few days? And get this, all without spending a single dime up front. Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down right now. A super simple, step-by-step model designed to do one thing, get you your very first online sale. Okay, I know what you're thinking. That is a huge number, and it comes directly from Sean Dolwit, the guy who created this model. Now look, this is not a promise that you're going to be a millionaire overnight, let's be real, but it is some seriously powerful proof that the strategy we're talking about, well, it's incredibly effective when you do it right. But hey, before we even dream about millions, we have to pull it way back. We need to focus on the most important thing, a huge mindset shift. The goal isn't millions, it's just one, getting your first sale. Seriously, that's the real win here. The entire point of this whole process is just proving to yourself that yes, you can actually make money online. That first sale, it changes everything. So, how do we actually do it? Well, the whole model, and I mean the entire thing, boils down to just three simple steps. First, we find something people are already buying. Then, we create a simpler version of it. And finally, we put it right where the buyers already are. It's that straightforward. Let's dive into step one. Okay, step one. This is where it all starts, and it's probably the most important part. I want you to forget about guessing what might sell. Forget following some random passion project into a black hole where no one buys anything. This is all about using cold, hard data, real-world data, to find a topic that's already proven to be profitable. This is the big one, isn't it? The million-dollar question. How in the world do you find a profitable idea? Well, the answer is, believe it or not, surprisingly simple. And you don't need any expensive, fancy tools. The proof we're looking for, it's already out there, just sitting in plain sight, totally public for anyone to see. So here's the secret. We are heading straight to the world's biggest bookstore, Amazon. Think about it. If people are consistently spending their hard-earned money on books about, I don't know, decluttering or minimalism or learning AI skills, that's our big flashing green light. It proves without a shadow of a doubt that a market already exists. And the key tool we're going to use for this is something called the Best Sellers Rank, or BSR. Every single book on Amazon has one. The easiest way to think about it is like a public sales leaderboard. A BSR of 1, that's the #1 best-selling book on the entire website. A BSR of, say, 500,000, not selling so hot. So what's our magic number? What are we looking for? Simple. When you're doing your research, your goal is to find a bunch of books in that topic with a BSR under 80,000. That right there, that's our data-driven benchmark. It's the number that tells us, yep, there's enough demand here. This is worth my time. All right, so you've got your topic, and you know it's a winner because the data says so. Now it's time for step 2, actually creating the thing. And here's the fun part. We're going to do it fast, using AI as our powerful writing collaborator. Now let me be super clear about this. The goal for your first book is not to write some 500-page masterpiece. No way. The goal is simple. Solve one specific problem for the reader. We're aiming for about 10,000 words. Think of it more like a one-day project. Get in, get it done, don't overthink it. Because the value isn't in the page count, it's in solving that one problem. So where do you even begin? It all starts with a great prompt. You literally just tell the AI, hey, I'm writing about decluttering, and I want to solve this exact problem for the reader. Give me a detailed book outline for a 10,000-word book. And just like that, you get the entire skeleton, the whole blueprint for your project. And just look at the kind of quality you get back with a good prompt. The AI doesn't just spit out a boring list of facts. It can generate a really compelling, well-written intro that actually hooks the reader from the very first sentence. Pretty amazing, right? Okay, but this next part is absolutely critical, so listen up. The AI gets you the first draft, and it gets it to you fast. But your job, the human job, is to come in and edit, refine, and inject your own voice, your own stories, your own insights into it. Please do not just copy and paste. Think of AI as a tool that speeds you up, not something that replaces your brain. Okay, so we've got our topic that we know people want. We've got our AI-assisted book ready to go. Now for the final, crucial piece of the puzzle, how do we actually sell it? Well, this is where we take the ultimate shortcut. You know, normally, if you wanted to sell something online, you'd have to tackle this absolute mountain of work. You'd have to build a website, try to figure out Facebook ads, set up payment processing, deal with shipping, handle customer service. It's a total headache. It's exhausting and can get really expensive, especially when you're just starting out. But the smart way? The smart way is to just skip all of that. Instead of desperately trying to bring customers to you, you just go where the customers already are. You basically put your product on the digital shelf of the biggest store in the world. And that's because Amazon handles pretty much everything for you. They give you the product page, they process all the payments, they deliver the digital file instantly, they even manage the customer service. All you have to do is tap into their millions of daily visitors, people who are already on the site with their credit cards out, literally looking for things to buy. So let's just bring this all home. When you follow these 3 steps, you get your product live on a massive, trusted marketplace. And the moment that first sale notification hits your inbox, that is the proof. That's the proof of concept. That's the win. That's the victory right there. And listen, this isn't just some theory I'm talking about. These are real results from real people who have followed this exact model. One person made $40 on their very first day. Another one took this and scaled it up to over $161,000 in their first year. It just shows you what's possible, starting with that first small win and growing it into something really significant. So you might be asking, what happens after that first book? Well, scaling this thing is actually pretty simple. You just run the same playbook all over again. You find another topic that's already selling, you create another helpful solution, and you list it on Amazon. The only difference is you just get better and faster every single time you do it. And then, over time, you can really start to level up. You can create even better, higher quality books. You can publish more often. You can expand into different formats, like paperbacks or even audiobooks. You could even start outsourcing some of the work. But all of that, it all starts with just mastering that simple core process we talked about. And let's just end right where we started. Forget about the millions for a second. The single most valuable thing you get from this entire process is that belief you build inside yourself. It's the rock-solid proof that you can create something valuable and actually sell it online. That right there is a skill that can literally change your life. Think about this. This whole process, from coming up with the idea to having a published product for sale, can be done in just a few days. Right now, as you're listening to this, there are people on Amazon searching for a solution to a problem they have. So the only real question left is, what problem are you going to solve for them first?